Good day, everyone. We're going to do a quick draw for the collective. And this live stream is dedicated to Divine L, to D and Nell over at Divine L and Divine Needle. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle. What is the message for today? And we're going to take a look at the 9th card because 9 represents Emet in Hebrew, which is truth. Emet has the numerical value of 9. Let's see. Trying to get the light right. Oops. Okay. 1, 2. And 9. So here we go. Head, logic, and evaluation. Head, logic, and evaluation. So you're being called on today to really check in with critical thinking. Really check in with, are we really using our full capacity, or are we only operating out of instinct? There's moments where instinctual preservation is called upon, and then there's moments where we need to stop, slow down, think about what it is we're doing, think about the choices we're making, and really understand fully what we're doing rather than just simply moving through whatever emotions are coming up. So I want to check in with the, let's see, let me see if I can find this in the book. Okay. Oh, getting close, getting close. There is no key. There is no key in this book. Okay, there it is. Head, logic and evaluation. Think logically and you have a chance to solve a problem. Stuart Stafford. Meaning, the universe is telling you to listen to your head rather than your heart. The head is rational and looks at problems in a logical way. It evaluates the pros and cons of various situations, assesses the strengths and the weaknesses, measures the possible risk. Our brain analyzes and organizes data, which comes from our past memories and experience to make logical assumptions about the future and facilitate our decision making. If the card came up as an answer to a specific question, approach your current situation logically. Weigh up the positives and the negatives. If the card came up in a general reading, the message is that it's time to focus on your mind and thoughts rather than emotions. Okay, and the exercise, it says logically weigh up the pros and cons about what you are uncertain about. And the affirmation is, I am in touch with my logical mind in order to make the best choice. I would just end that with, critical thinking is so important, especially nowadays, where a lot of us tend to operate strictly through our emotions. You know, we're in a day and age where we can't even have a conversation with those who either we disagree with or they disagree with us, because a lot of us seem to be in our emotions. And of course, we vacillate in between throughout any given day or any given situation. But right now is really a time to stop and think clearly. I'm going to go ahead and pull one card from Spirit Keeper's deck. I haven't even shuffled this deck yet. So this will be interesting. And welcome, Matthias. Welcome, Andre. Welcome. So we're just doing a general pull for the collective today. I'm not taking any individual requests at this time. Have to get ready for the day. And the Rogue, 7 of Swords. I think that's kind of appropriate. Another example of the head. About to get her hair cut off. Okay, let me see if I can find this one in the book, 7 of Swords. So we're in the 3s. The 7s are here somewhere. We got the 4s, we got the 6. All right, 7, reasoning. I love it when it falls together like this. 7, reasoning. The philosophers and knowledge keepers interpreters of the law, transmitting the conceptual into the material through logos, the endurance of the world-weary spirit. So that is the realms of the 7. And we're looking at 7 of Swords. So let's get to there. The Rogue. The Rogue is mischief personified. Here you see the story of Loki cutting off Sif's beautiful golden locks of hair while she sleeps. Sif is the Norse goddess of the earth, of plenitude and the grains, affinity, fertility, family, marriage, mother of might and magnificent. She was also a seer. Here is a metaphor that over-intellectualizing and overthinking are the weakening barriers to success. The 7 of Swords denotes an unstable mind and unstable efforts. This is the spirit of the sleight of hand, and yet sometimes a little mischief and sleight of hand is what gets the job done. Deceived to get to the truth. When the odds are stacked against you, one up the odds by not playing by their rules. In the background, we see a trickster fox spirit. In Chinese lore, she is the, let me see if I can see this word. I think it says Hulingjing, a shape-shifting magical being who can bring prosperity as quickly as she can bring mischief. The fox spirit is a common familiar of the witch. In Japanese mythos, this is the kitsune, and in Korean, gumibo. Wait a minute, that says gumiho. The rogue is the spirit of cunning and scheming, and yet also the personification of one who misunderstood. So again, here are 2 cards today, both about being in our heads. And it's a difference between using your reason and your logic than just operating through your head. Think, take a moment to think before you step forward today. Take a moment to think clearly and get in touch with that critical thinking rather than just strictly following your emotions. There are times when we should make decisions through our hearts, or through our heads, but the best of both worlds, I believe, is is captured in the Japanese word kokoro, the Japanese word for heart, kokoro. It's where the heart and the mind come together in our decision making, come together, and we're truly in oneness. So let go of operating through the emotions and the instincts for today. Stop and think. Okay, guys, gotta go. Have a beautiful day. Hope this reading brings some meaning for you. And the decks used are Cosmic Guidance by Anne Tarasova and Spirit Keeper Tarot, 3rd edition Revelation by B.MSc. I wish you peace and great bliss.